digital economy strategy. And that is why the People's National Party had already proposed from as early as 2025 a $1 billion creative economy support fund, regional creative hubs, content studios, audiovisual training, and structured support for young creators and creative entrepreneurs. I think it's time the government do that for them, because talent without structure cannot fully scale. Speak as the proud MP of an area in South St. James called Flat Johnson, where one of the earliest James Bond films utilized the beautiful white mountain backdrop in our constituency. So I understand the value of Jamaica's scenery and the cinematic appeal. But Jamaica must move beyond being merely a backdrop for their stories. We must become owners of stories ourselves, exporters of stories, controllers of intellectual property. Because storytelling is one of the most powerful economic tools in the modern world. And this conversation must also include entertainment itself, because Jamaica's marketed identity versus Jamaica's regulatory reality remains deeply contradictory. And those lived contradictions within Jamaican entertainment policy must now be confronted honestly, Juliet. This is why the PNP proposed special entertainment zones, one-stop simplified licensing systems, and more coherent entertainment frameworks. Because entertainment is not disorder. Stop, lock off the dance. Entertainment is economy. Entertainment is employment. It is tourism. It is youth opportunity. Entertainment is national identity. And yes, residents deserve peace. Communities deserve safety. But regulation cannot continue functioning primarily as suppression. Lock off the dance. So we cannot continue to hypocritically celebrate dancehall globally while criminalizing many of its economic spaces locally. And even the government itself has acknowledged the need for structured entertainment infrastructure through discussions surrounding entertainment development zones in areas such as Negril, as announced by the Prime Minister. Or is that something that they made up on the campaign trail? Is this merely another announcement, because nothing still now go on?
Tell them.
The issue is whether we are approaching Jamaica's brand and identity comprehensively, intentionally, and nationally. And that brings us to Rastafari and Ganja. Because Jamaica's response to St. Kitts' formal recognition of Rastafari exposed something uncomfortable. Yes, Jamaica pointed to broad constitutional protections around freedom of religion, but perhaps the deeper issue is that we were not sufficiently intentional. We did not go far enough. And because we did not fully structure, codify, and affirm something so deeply Jamaican, another country was able to claim leadership in formally recognizing what the world already associates most powerful with Jamaica itself. They might take Rastafari from us. Because Rastafari is not merely an aesthetic exported through reggae music and tourism imagery. It is philosophy. It is a spiritual tradition, a political history, and a way of life born from resistance. The contradiction too must be addressed honestly. And we must also confront the unresolved contradictions surrounding ganja itself. The 2015 amendments to the Dangerous Drugs Act under the PNP administration represented an important step toward reducing the criminalization of ordinary Jamaicans, particularly poor youth, entertainers, and Rastafarians, whose lives were permanently damaged by criminal records connected to small quantities of marijuana. That reform mattered. You didn't deal with that. PNP did that. That was 2015. 2015. But over a decade later, you don't do nothing about it. Jamaica must honestly ask what comes next. Because while global cannabis industries continue expanding medicinally, commercially, and economically, Jamaica still appears uncertain about how strategically it intends to position itself within ganja's future. And the worst thing about it is that too often, those now economically positioned to benefit from the emerging ganja industry are not the same communities that endured decades of criminalization and exclusion under the old system. That contradiction, too, must be confronted honestly. I'll speak quickly to my other portfolio assignment information. Let me now turn briefly to talk to you about information itself as infrastructure. The architecture of public communication is changing rapidly across the world. Traditional media institutions.
Blessed is the man that walketh not to the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. We claim prosperity in the name of Jesus Christ. We claim prosperity for all our children, all our family, all our friends, all our subscribers, all our followers. We claim prosperity in the mighty and powerful name of Jesus Christ, the Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord Jesus Christ. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. Lord Jesus Christ, you're my strength and my Redeemer. We were listening to Nikisha Burchell, Shadow Minister of Culture and Information. And she was speaking about culture and the creative industry. And you know, Nikisha is a creative. She did something this evening. That was very creative and caught the Speaker of the House in her creative web. She did it to catch the Speaker. What did she do? What did Nikisha Burchell do? Listen this. Listen this.
You may begin.
Madam Speaker, me get up this afternoon to make my first sectoral speech for my portfolio.
Hold on. Standing orders. And I think you are fully aware. And if I have to stop you again during your presentation, you will not get any additional time.
Anybody understand what she did? I'll go and play it again. Let me play it again.
Okay.
You may begin.
Madam Speaker, me get up this afternoon to make my first sectoral speech for my portfolio.
Hold on. Standing orders. And I think you are fully aware.
So, what Nikisha Burchell did was speak the Jamaican language. And in the Jamaican Parliament, the Jamaican language is not permitted. Call Marlon idiot Morgan. When I told that fool that this parliament is not the people's parliament. This parliament is the king's parliament. In it, you have the king loyal prime minister and you have the king's loyal opposition. This parliament is not the people's parliament. What is happening in there? What is happening in there? Asimala, hold on. What is happening in there? Hold on.
I needed that sip of water. Thank you for the opportunity.
Member,
on.
I'm not running your time. Please hold.
Hold on. Hold on.
Talking about nation. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Should we back this up so that you can all hear? Because it sounds like Nikisha Burchell touched some people car. Let me see if we can back this up. Somebody can't get step on it.
To small quantities of marijuana. That reform is struggling to retain. We're told that one is being moved to JIS shortly. So the media, the government is okay with the media shrinking because they don't need that third estate to hold them to account. At the same time, concerns continue to emerge surrounding media sustainability, concerns around government advertising concentration. Some stations get more than others of the government's advertising spend.
Hit them! Hit them!
Some stations get hefty tax write-offs and others are struggling. And this raises important questions about public communication governance and the independence of media that must make you feel uncomfortable. Because across government today, communication spending has become Madam Speaker, there may have some protection, please, from the leader of government business acting.
She fire upon them.
Madam Speaker, my time.
Nikisha Burchell fire upon them.
Please allow the member to have her presentation. What did she say?
Madam Speaker, I'm not hearing you.
Hey, yo. Fire upon Rome. Poor Paul and his sisters and home. Black people want to go home. Did you all hear what Nikisha Burchell said?
Are you standing?
Point of order.
Is there?
Did you all hear what Nikisha Burchell said? She spoke about the write-off.
On a point of order. A very serious allegation was made by the speaker.
We can't do nothing.
The speaker said that a media house, the presenter said a media house was the beneficiary of massive write-off, tax write-offs. She said a media house was the beneficiary of massive tax write-offs. Madam Speaker, I would like the speaker to be clear, since she is presenter, to establish which media house has been the beneficiary of massive tax write-offs. Because, Madam Speaker, she has come to the house and cast a cloud over the entire media in Jamaica.
No!
That they are benefiting from tax write-offs.
If she say a media house, she never say all of them.
About it, and I needed to rule.
I needed that sip of water. Thank you for the opportunity.
Member, I'm not running your time. Please hold.
Thank you.
She start back.
Service. So where does duplication exist? What value for money oversight exists? And are taxpayers receiving maximum public benefit from these expenditures? Because if GIS and PBCJ exist, then we must honestly ask whether Jamaica is operating a coherent national communication framework or an increasingly fragmented political parallel communications architecture. And this matters because communication spending is not insignificant in a government heavily focused on PR. We see it even here in Parliament. Our ministers, prime ministers increasingly utilize external production agencies and firms and communication teams surrounding sectoral presentations and major announcements and giving nice, pretty bags. And then building and instead of building and strengthening the institutional capacity of PBCJ itself. So the issue is not whether government should communicate. Of course, government must communicate. The issue is whether state communication is being strategically coordinated, transparently managed, and institutionally grounded. Because government communication must outlive governments. Public information belongs to the people, not to personal algorithms or individual political branding messages around ministers themselves. And that is why Jamaica urgently needs a modern digital communication policy, a social media governance framework, an artificial intelligence policy, and stronger information management systems across government. Because, and I'll say it again for effect, because ministers and deputy speakers change, governments change, but public institutions remain. And transparency delayed too often becomes transparency denied.
Ease out, Nikisha. Thank you. I love it. I have to go back and listen to the entire speech. Nephew, morning, evening, wagwan.
Mr. Bell, good evening.
Boy,
good
she
evening.
lace them. She lace them. Tell her.
You have me laughing. You have me laughing. But anyway,
yes,
I have very, very good news for you this evening.
I have very disappointing news, but I will take your good news and then I tell you the disappointment that I have. Go ahead with your good news. Good news first.
The Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton.
Hold on. Dr. Christopher Tufton just violate the Parliament. Anyway. Hold on. Because what we saw on our screen a while ago, Dr. Christopher Tufton in the Parliament on him phone, that is not supposed to happen.
All right.
It is not supposed to happen.
Anyway, what I want to say to you, the National Health have spent just under $12
the national what?
Health fund.
The National Health Fund. NHF. Yes.
NHF. Right.
Yes.
Thank you for because I'm not young like you again.
No, but I must remember PNP legacy projects.
That
was implemented by the People's National Party. A PNP government implement that, you know.
Well, yes, but under the Jamaica Labour Party government,
yes,
it has spent just under 12 billion Jamaican dollars paying for medication for the Jamaican needy people. That is good governance.
Yes.
The next thing I want to announce is that the minister said the Cornwall Regional Hospital is expected to open sometime this year.
When we
And
see
the
it.
people in
When we see it, we
and
don't
the
believe nothing
people-
we lie tough than say.
anyway, we can finish the point, Mr. Bell. You will get your chance.
We will get
And
the
the
chance. I'm here the
people-
host.
And the people of the West will get a first-class hospital which will dare to help them in their need where health care is concerned.
Yes.
He also made an announcement of $1 billion to go towards health care.
Was that in the budget?
Mr. Bell?
Was that in the budget?
Well, the minister will pay that from the Ministry of Health. Mr. Bell, all of these could only possible because of a Jamaica Labour Party government. And we want to say to the government of the Labour Party, thank you very much for that significant improvement where health care is concerned for the Jamaican needy people. We can hear you now, Colin.
Listen to this.
We can hear you now.
Listen to this.
Yes.
It is unacceptable that 6.5 months after Melissa, with people still without roofs over their heads, yes, we have spent less than 2%. And certain procedures have not been followed, especially where the financial sector institutions are concerned. Amounts totaling nearly $16 million withheld between October and December 2025 were due to be transferred to ODPIM by mid-February 26. But none of the withheld funds had been transferred up to March 9, 2026. Now that is a kind of bureaucratic red tape, yeah, that we need to cut through and get rid of. Because people of Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Hanover are suffering. That is the real problem, the real bear in the room. More powers to Pamela Monroe Ellis and the Auditor General staff. Because this argument about NARA can't get the work done because it's going to be a free-for-all, too much centralized power. This is what we need. Real time.
You, Cliff Hughes, you's a dirty hypocrite. You are one of the reasons why the government, and you, nephew, you are the reason why the Labour Party government sit down upon the donations that they have collected to assist the people of Jamaica and don't spend it. It's not no bureaucratic red tape. A thief who know looking money for thief. The whole I know, including your nephew.
Please, sir.
You, apartheid nephew. Hypocrite Cliff Hughes. Apartheid. Because when we were here saying, listen to me, I'm speaking. When we were here saying the government have moved too slow, all you used to come here, come tell we about, nah, give them a chance, give them a chance. Wicked and jewelness, hypocrite Cliff Hughes, hypocrite nephew, wicked, you know, wicked. Thief, you know, looking money for thief. That's why 1.8% of the money we want to collect to help people, and then you have some dirty vloggers and dirty bloggers. Both PNP must say how much money they collect. PNP are government?
Mr. Bell, I agree with you.
1.44 billion collected to help the Jamaican people. I want to sit down on it. 7 months after the election, uno sit down pan it same way. What kind of people uno be? Jamaican people, rise up from the slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted. The dawn is at hand. Who right, man, who fight for his... Get me hungry, man. Get me hungry.
Mr. Bell.
Don't talk yet, nephew. Do not speak. Listen. Listen. Because we not talk after the matter we've been telling you. And there's a brother from Linstead. The man call regular. The man say, Colin, the government now go spend the money upon the people. Them are go plot and scheme to take away the money. No hypocrite Cliff user can talk about 6 months after. You are the cause I Cliff use. People like you who sit down on the platform talk about government is doing well. Doing which well? By whose measure they are doing well? Nikisha Burchell just talking at the parliament that media house get big bailout and media house get most of the government spend. The people of Jamaica, the trumpet has sounded. My countrymen all, awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted. The dawn is at hand. Who fight for his right in his own native land. Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal, faithful, and true to thee. Rise up, Jamaica. We are saying, nephew.
Mr. Bell.
Yes.
I agree and I accept it that the system is moving very slow.
Not the system, nephew. It's not the system. Andrew Oldness and him friend them. Because there's a thing called emergency procurement. Whole heap of things them could have do if they did want the money to reach the people. They had no intention of giving the money to the people. And a brethren from Spanish Town, the man called every God Almighty day, the man said, Colin, may I tell you, the government now spend the money upon the people. I tried to tell him, no, man, they must spend the money. When me I tell him, man, said this evening when he called now. When me must like, fool me and I said, brother, you did right. Me now go fool me and I am going to lift him up on a pedestal and say, man, you know where you did that chat about.
Like I close by saying this, listening to you and Ralston yesterday evening. First of all, I must say the discussion with you and Ralston at evening time is very informative and educated. But don't give the impression that the increase of food price is because of the government.
It's the cause of Andrew Holness and Theobald Williams. Floyd Green, Nigel Clark, them cause it.
All right, me can give another
nephew. Don't come off yet. Me want chat to your nephew. Nephew, when Peter Phillips start the aisle edge, you don't think, say, if that edge was in place now, nephew, would have been nice. Answer me, nephew. If the government had kept the edge, we wouldn't have to be raising gas by $4.50 every week, nephew.
Mr. Bell, this is a world crisis caused by Donald Trump. Food price in America is going up high too, you know that?
Nephew,
right across
I will give you that Donald Trump cause the world crisis. But Dr. Peter David Phillips, in his wisdom, in the last PNP administration, said oil is volatile and anything can happen. Jamaica is at the mercy of the oil market. And he said, you know what? We're going to charge you Jamaicans $7.50 per litre upon gas to ensure that when gas oil price and the world market get out of control, we would have an insurance. Your God, for your king, say we don't need that. Him say we don't need it. And him use it for do something else. And I like him telling people, him say stop pay it. Him still take the money. Take the money. And I insure. Nephew, go on, nephew. I don't want you not more for you. Not more, I don't want you for you. Marshy.
Colin.
Me hungry.
Let me tell you something, Colin. And I'm never said this. May I say this? Because you're supposed to know me by now. Me one good comrade. And me in a Jamaica, for me two favorite politicians in a Jamaica. Believe it or not, me did love PG. Me love the whole of PNP leader there because me a PNP. You see, Portia Simpson Miller and Michael Manley, two of them the politicians them. But me love all the other leader of the PNP there. But you see, if this report will come out from where there, you know, and I'm just trying to say, comrade party leader, Mark Golden, me respect you. But you see, after this report, if you can't manage your work, step aside. Because the time comes for Jamaica to get up and they need a level of leadership. And it has to come from you. This is very, very bad.
Marshy.
And in a Jamaica, in a Jamaica, you have three levels of peace. You have peace, damn teeth, and for respect's sake, damn effing teeth.
Yes.
And if this JLP government is not the superlative one, something is wrong. Where you got the money at do?
Listen, man.
You're planning to use the money like you're depending on the charity money.
Nephew.
You're planning to do the same thing with this money. Now the Jamaica feel locked down.
Let me ask. then you hear this, you're a hypocrite. You're the hypocrite. And could him continue straight, you know, you're the hypocrite. Hear him. Hear him.
It is unacceptable that 6.5 months after Melissa, with people still without roofs over their heads, yes, we have spent less than 2%.
But
hold on, Marshy. Hold on. When a hypocrite, God should have make him bite in tongue when he must say that. They are the ones who are out there propping up the government and cussing us.
And them get the bailout.
That we shouldn't be out there beating the government. Eh?
Him are the one who get the big bailout. He come spread propaganda from government and from the PNP and tell whole heap of lie. And them I get the worry, the duplication of them because them get more advertisement, more on play. They are the one have been saying it for the longest while. And when you talk to Ned a while ago and you ask him the question and no answer, you know, what would happen now if we did still keep the edge? Because it never cost we anymore to keep the edge. You know, the same money you did go take to the edge. You take the money and you don't pay the insurance. And now see the other clap and they can tell about Donald Trump and work right. That is true.
But it's not the government cause it. It's not the government cause it. It's Andrew Holness and Favour Williams and Nigel Clark.
Yes.
And them cause it.
They are the one that put us in this position.
Them cause it.
And now we hear me, man. You are on a decent program, Colin, and I don't want to set things out of the way.
Buffoon,
so stop talking.
the buffoon Marlon Morgan, when I said it on Richie B's program the other morning, he's talking about governments have different priorities. And when the TLP came in government in 2016, the hedge was not their priority. Damn right it was on a priority. So now that the edge would have made a difference, what you have to say to us now? You must go on the yard. Go on the yard, go near me, take already. Leave us alone.
Colin, yes. I know you feel like me. I mean, I want to say not to do it. But you have a program to run. I'm going to leave you make you run your program. Because me might say things when it sound good. Bless up yourself here, sir.
One love, Marshy. No. I want to go to the Auditor General's report. Did I send across the... I am so upset this evening. Listen to the Auditor General report.
A real-time audit conducted by Auditor General Pamela Monroe
Hold on
Ellis
for me,
has
caller.
found that up to last month, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, had spent only $26 million, or 1.8% of the $1.44 billion that was donated to assist Jamaica.
Hold on there. God Almighty. People are suffer. Living under tarpaulin, living in a den car. You collect $1.44 billion. All you spend out of it is 26 million while people are suffering. While people are suffering. No, I go and scroll social media later. Because I want, and I see one of them already, but the money is still there. The money is still there. While the grass a grow, the ass a starve. You evil, wicked boy. You wicked. And I said it, you know. I said it. How would you feel about a father who is a millionaire and his children are dying for hunger? His children can't go to school while he walks around with millions in his briefcase, floss and blase. Auntie Winnie Wollan, how would you feel about a father like that? That is Andrew Holness, the father of Jamaicans, with billions at his disposal, while the people hunger and live in squalor. Hold on, Auntie Winnie. Can I play a little more of this?
Jamaicans devastated by Hurricane Melissa. Scores of Jamaicans are yet to recover from the Category 5 storm. Halshane Burke has the details.
The audit tabled in the House of Representatives yesterday said as at February 23, 2026, cash balances of approximately $569.6 million and US $5.9 million remained in the ODPEM's Jamaica and United States donation accounts, respectively. The balance did not change when the Auditor General issued a draft report for the agency to review and provide feedback as at April 2, 2026.
Jesus Christ.
The report also revealed that the balances included $138.8 million Jamaican dollars and $101,974 US dollars that remained unspent from cash donations collected in response to Hurricane Beryl. In its April 2026 response, ODPEM indicated that the low level of utilization was due to the absence of authorization from the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service to expend the funds. Hurricane Beryl struck Jamaica, particularly the southern belt of the island, leaving a trail of devastation across St. Elizabeth on July 3, 2024. It was reported that agriculture, mining, tourism, and infrastructure experienced the greatest impact, which left the country with an estimated damage of 32.
Auntie Winnie?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Auntie Winnie.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
There's only two questions I would like to ask. A special good night to you and the family.
Auntie Winnie, you have us on speakerphone?
Yes. Only speakerphone. No, I don't have a...
You have in a headpiece, a headset, you have something plugged in at the phone? All right.
Can you set piece?
Huh?
You can hear me?
You're using using earbuds?
No, I can't use that.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good night to you and the family, sir. There's two things I would like to talk. Not long. Number one, why Andrew hasn't spent the release money he get from the two hurricanes. Now he bring in this thing called NARA. I really don't understand a word of what it is about. He's going to use this all the money he's got now as he like because no one can question him. So that is why he hasn't used the money on the people. That is, I am telling you, that is why Andrew Holness hold on to all that money. The man is very greedy. He's a greedy. I just only those two things. He know what he is up to. He see all those trillions and he wants it. So now he bring this thing called NARA. You cannot question him, and he's going to do that. That's what he's going to use the money for himself. to build a city and to build a casino and a bigger house. Anyway, have a good night, Mr. Bell.
Thank you, Auntie Winnie.
Thank you for taking. Thank you, sir. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Auntie Winnie. I know the government was wicked and uncaring, but Almighty God, me never know. Say the man them would have be so cool. But I tell you all the while, you know, that the only plausible reason the government could give why the people are still suffering down at West is if they could say to us that they don't have the money. But we knew that they had the money. We know that. The Prime Minister told us that. That immediately after burial, $116 billion was available. And they sat down, relaxed, while the people of Jamaica suffer. Dwayne Vaz was on here just Tuesday evening. No, Monday evening. Monday evening, we had Dwayne Vaz on. And he told us hundreds in his constituency still under tarpaulin. The government issued $10 billion in 70,000, 200,000, and 500,000. You see, I can talk, and if I need to beat my chest, I can beat my chest. Because I can go back for the tapes where we said what we said after the hurricane. And we didn't just criticize the government, nephew. When we criticize the government, we put forward the solutions. What the government should have done and what they needed to do at the time to make things better. We said it. We said to Pernell Charles, employ 2,000 to 3,000 people to do the assessment so that the assessment could be done in quick time. We said to the Prime Minister, build concrete shells for the people of Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, Trelawney, St. James, people in Portland who get everywhere mashed up. Build concrete shells for them. I want to sit down and not do nothing. Carla, good evening and welcome.
Hey, Portland Spice.
Yes.
Good evening to you and your listeners and the people in the chat room. But me have to still go before me start. So me have to say, you need Monday morning, 7 o'clock, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday o'clock. Every morning you on the panel. So that's all me I say. But me still go with me I say.
Yeah.
What me I say? When me tell you yesterday, and me call you yesterday,
yes, man.
You say.
From you start talk about Monday morning and Tuesday morning, me don't say you. Rally up on the line to go ahead.
All right, Colin, enough respect. But
yeah, man, bless you.
Me, I said to you, sir, the man is a wicked man. And I'm used to saying, how the Arthur General said, man, $1.4 billion. I'm going to spend $28 million.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Colin, man, me want me come up by the program. Can him man have one give money a cash, live cash, get you know. And up check card, a cash, man get you. And you have to go Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, and over. Pillar and the top alley, and you get $1.4 billion. I spend 28 million out of it. Colin, me come on 5 program.
Later. Raleigh, good evening and welcome to the show, my brother.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Why? Me angry this evening, Ralston. Very angry. No, but Jamaican people abroad and at home, and people who love the Jamaican people, put their hands in their pocket and write, some of them write check and some of them made transfers and said assist the people. And the government sit down on the money, Rally.
Yeah,
while
that's not
people
good.
are suffer.
Suffer, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. You have to call them out on it and them need to explain why.
Come
I remember when you only do that, you hold back the economy training because all of that will provide a stimulus to the economy.
Exactly. What are these people doing?
Yeah, man.
What are they doing, Ralston, man? You know
Can't
economy more than
understand.
me because what are these people doing? Are these people ensuring that the Jamaican people suffer?
Well, clearly, because if you have all of that money only spend 22.6 million out of 1.4 billion, that's totally unacceptable. And even from an economic standpoint, you're holding back the economy. Because all of that spending would have come in at the economy, create jobs, create a multiplier effect, and lead to faster economic growth rather than the decline of 7.1% that we had during the last quarter of last year.
Raleigh, we were here. You were a part of the team when we were saying to the government, build out concrete shells for the people of Jamaica. Build out 20 by 12, 24 by 12, build out the shells. Floor, column, roof, give to the people them. Make them start back them life. You have all this money sit down pan and just sitting on it.
What's the explanation? What's the explanation?
One of them is that the Ministry of Finance never sign off on some pure rubbish.
So why the Ministry of Finance never sign off on it? The Ministry of Finance not aware of the problem in the economy and all of that. How come the Ministry of Finance never sign off on that?
Really? Well, on the caller, make I go back to your newscast from your station and listen what they say.
A real-time audit conducted by Auditor General Pamela Monroe-Ellis has found that up to last month, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, had spent only $26 million, or 1.8% of the $1.44 billion that was donated to assist Jamaicans devastated by Hurricane Melissa. Scores of Jamaicans are yet to recover from the Category 5 storm. Halshane Burke has the details.
The audit tabled in the House of Representatives yesterday said as at February 23, 2026, cash balances of approximately $569.6 million and US $5.9 million remained in the ODPEM's Jamaica and United States donation accounts, respectively. The balance did not change when the Auditor General issued a draft report for the agency to review and provide feedback as at April 2, 2026. The report also revealed that the balances included $138.8 million Jamaican dollars and $101,974 US dollars that remained unspent from cash donations collected in response to Hurricane Beryl. In its April 2026 response, ODPEM indicated that the low level of utilization was due to the absence of authorization from the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service to expend the funds.
Here, the Rally.
Yeah, well, you know, the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance will get fired for that, you know.
Then, Rally. Then that's why they are cross, angry, and miserable.
Yeah, man. Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance should be fired for that.
At a minimum, the Minister of Finance.
Yeah, man, but the Prime Minister oversees the country and oversees cabinet. So, and he's aware of the devastation. So he should be closely in touch with the Finance Ministry about those things. So that's another dereliction for him too. So he should go too.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And who is calling for his head?
Yep.
Somebody need to be fired. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, man.
No, man. This
not a smarty, man. The Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance.
Caller, good evening.
Colin?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Nobody not get fire, man. But you slow up on the one. You really slow up on the one. But I money by boss them.
The money do what?
By the boss them.
No, man. The boss them buy before that.
Come before that, man. Yeah, man.
Boss them buy before that.
Yeah, man. Boss them come before that. Man.
The boss them buy before that.
Boss them come before September. Remember the hurricane in October.
Remember the boss they start come before the election in a party.
Yeah, man. And the hurricane came on October 28th. So it couldn't be. Yeah.
And the Auditor General said the money still in the account up to April.
The
money was still sitting there.
That cannot make sense.
Check again. If they want thief.
Why? I think so too.
Every money come in thief, you know?
I think so. I can't say nothing more.
Every money come in money takes to talk about their money. Why don't we see them so? Jesus Christ, we can't believe this.
No. This is too much. While the people are suffering.
We have to do something.
Yeah, you have all of that money sitting on. That don't make no sense.
Darrell Vaz come on radio, come on TV and say, he might go back and run. Before this election they run, so he might go back the last time because you know setting grand picnic and get where he live, where work him do if he setting grand picnic and great grand picnic, man. That the man say no.
Is OPM's hold on, CT and rally. OPM indicate that the low utilization was due to delay in receiving approval to spend the funds from the Ministry of Finance.
Yeah, and that's another reason why the Minister of Finance should be fired, because everybody, the ministry is acutely aware of the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. She got the thing from the Planning Institute, the damage and loss assessment. 1.44 trillion in infrastructure damage, $620 billion in economic losses. So why is it that she sat on those money and never authorized the spending? Why is it the Prime Minister wasn't paying attention to those things? That's a joke business. While the people are suffering. A joke in that kind.
This can't work.
No, man, we need an explanation. The Minister of Finance needs to come out. The Prime Minister needs to come out and say something about them.
Well, it's one thing I can tell you. More people are listening than used to listen last week. More people are listening than used to listen last month.
But they're not doing nothing.
Yeah, man.
Right now, we have 1,151 persons listening to this program right now. Want to like up the program and share the channel to everybody.
Because I the best program right now for radio. The best program right now.
What can go so?
You know, so they cut our rest on time.
Then that's why they lock. That way you think them ensures a power lockdown. You heard Nikisha Burchell in the Parliament a while ago, Rally?
No, I wasn't listening.
She said the government spend most of their advertising money with one station.
True, man.
And the government bail out a radio station. Robert Morgan jump up to him feet. Pause the whole thing for a couple of minutes. But there was nothing wrong. They had to allow Nikisha Burchell to continue.
That's well known.
I mean, before, you know, and I show labor the program, you know. And I say, this, you know, if you listen to, you know. They say, Rasta, PNP. They say, the man read the book. The man come out for the book.
When they say that, tell them to come challenge what Ralston say. Tell them to listen and challenge it. Tell them to come rubbish it.
The man say, go Bank of Jamaica, go Statin, go World Bank. Man, if you go everywhere where him say, go look see it for yourself. And then I move.
Later, my brother. Later.
All right, brother.
Mommy.
Good evening, Mr. Bell.
Wagwan.
Nothing. You not think we the Jamaicans should take it to the street?
Of course. Time come. Time come.
You don't think time come for us to take this thing to the street? We can't sit back, so.
No, sir.
Where my golden do? Him need to call the.
Remember, you know, Prime Minister Andrew Holness told us in a rally that immediately after the hurricane, the government had about $116 billion at their disposal, you know. and sit down while people suffer, live in squalor.
Up until now, 7 months after.
When rain set up, people down at west tremble like leaf. Eh?
Yeah, man, the government should be fired for that, man. It's an act of dereliction, abdication of
But I
responsibility.
think we need to take to the street for this though.
Yeah,
This
man.
can
Leader
never be.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Madness.
mommy, later. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Ralston Iman, the top financial analyst in Jamaica and the Caribbean, is on the line with me.
Early the guru, man. Good evening and good evening, Sir Bell. You remember me telling
Yeah, man. Good evening.
where Jamaican people jump on? Rum and boom, man. Rally tell you that already, man. Don't go Jamaican people are going to demonstrate, man. Unless they can't get the rum and boom, man. Rally tell you every day, man. People them sick, man. Them not ready yet, man.
Yeah, man.
Rally tell you every day. People them sick, them not ready yet. Only thing could have make Jamaica people demonstrate that a rum and boom. None else, Ralston. None else, my brother. None else. Just say the nail on the head. None else.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
No joke that. Colin, see people telling.
Yes,
people
sir.
From people hear this news, people should have laid on the road or block the road.
Yeah, but you say
this and favor William should be charged on the humanitarian ground.
Yes.
Before them do.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That is it, my brother. That is it.
But you need to get a response from the opposition in relation to this, Colin.
It's not a joke, it's not a joke, matter, you know.
I am in dialogue. I am in dialogue. As I said yesterday, I wanted to do a full show on the Nara, but this needs some response from the opposition, as you say, Rally.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The top man himself, the opposition leader, and the spokesman and finance. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is, yeah, man. You need them. The people alone.
And the human rights people them need to come talk to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What
civil society, society too.
What could possess the government? You have money. Sit down, pan. Money, all the money where people take and donate, you know, and say go help the people them.
And 7 months after, I still have the money in their account and ain't nobody. 28 million out of 1.4 billion. That's a joke, man. That's a joke.
Joke thing, man. Joke thing. Joke thing, man.
Joke thing.
Yeah,
10 billion out of 160 billion
crimes against the people. These ones supposed to be charged and resign from public office. The Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance supposed to resign and step away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
No love for the people who are suffer real bad.
Yeah, man.
Would you want to tell you no?
Yep.
Call a little more. I need to talk to Raleigh a little bit. Right. Hello, good evening. Caller, hold on, please. Hold on. Raleigh, what go on today?
Wally per data. So Petrojam cut all of the fuel prices then by 25 cents today. So diesel is down to 97.50, 87 octane 189.88, 90 octane 197.33, propane 82.03, kerosene 182.15. Ultra low diesel $204.35.
So they cut everything by $25.
Yeah, because they realize, so I tell them, so the 450 increase every week can't work, it never blow up the place. Yep.
Raleigh, them are listening.
Yeah, of course, them are listening. We know that. They listen to everything, man.
Listening to Portland Spice TV, Raleigh.
Yeah, man.
Because not change in the war.
No. But them know so right when them tell people them so them collect more money than them need to collect and them can cushion the thing. Additionally, overseas the big news, why them know so them have to do them thing there. US producer inflation came out at 6% today. Them numbers, their numbers were unheard of. 6%. Consumer inflation 3.8%. 10-year treasury 4.5% per annum. 2-year note 2% per annum. The 30-year bond at 5%. We never see that since 2007. So the US is well on the way to a recession if the war continues. West Texas crude $101.30. Brent $105.80 today. So the thing I bubble up in the US, 40% of Jamaican inflation is imported from US. Yeah, so them know. So if them continue to do that, you're going to have a really, really, really messy situation at developing of the country.
Raleigh?
Mm-hmm.
Where you say US inflation come out at?
6% producer inflation, consumer inflation 3.8%. Them numbers, they are 2007 Great Recession numbers. Yep. So everybody
Then
are run up
Raleigh,
on them. Mm-hmm.
Then if US come out this up, what is going to happen to Jamaica remittance?
We're not tell about 10, 15, 20%, man. BOJ upgrade them thing to 7.5%. But we know say that before the price increases them start. So we know we'll come out upwards of 10%. And it depends on if the war continues, because right now Donald is in China trying to get President Xi to help him. But the Iranians already issued a statement and make the people know. So we're a sovereign nation. We have great relationship with China. So that is road speak to say Xi Jinping can't tell what to do.
You know something, Raleigh? I want to take this opportunity to say to the labor right vloggers and bloggers, come over here.
Yeah, man.
Get
I learn.
accurate information. Stop telling lies on a platform. Stop it. Stop it. This is not political time now. This is global economy.
Yeah, man.
If you don't understand it, or if you are being paid to create a narrative and to tell lies, get a little patriotism in yourself and stop the lies. See the man from thing they call me from Linstead. Ralston, do you remember a brethren calling us and telling us that the government not going to spend any of the money upon the people?
Mm-hmm.
A whole heap of time. See, in the line I call right now, I'll call you back, General. Because me have to lift me hat to you. But
next piece of,
go ahead, Raleigh.
Next piece of data. The Bank of Jamaica wanted to mop up $15 billion today. The money changers pumped in $32 billion. 222 bids. Bank of Jamaica accepted 100 bids for $15 billion. Average interest rate 5.65% per annum. Someone bid up to 7%, 7.14% per annum.
So
them get more than
the man ready
100%.
to give twice the amount that the Bank of Jamaica wanted.
Yep, because when there's nothing else to do with the money, because we have no confidence in what is happening.
So what does that say about the $2.4 billion in investment money that the government is piling into the amount of money?
Yeah, well, between that and the international situation, as I tell you already, you're not getting nowhere near that. Nowhere near that, based on what is happening internationally and what is happening locally. Because them news about the 1.8% and 28 million out of 1.4 billion. Them thing they not drive investor confidence. Them thing they make investor get skittish. When investor gets skittish, them get very nervous. So those things are not confidence inspiring things. So what we saw today, the stock market index dropped by another 202 points, closing at 355 points. 29 million units traded, valued at $470 million. The junior market also dipped. So all of the markets, them investors are just very bearish right now. Bearish means that them not have the confidence in what take place, both locally and internationally. So a combination of war and bad decisions affect investment right now.
Almost 1,300 devices on this program right now.
Mm-hmm.
Call on your friends them. Send it to the labor right bloggers them. Tell them to come here. Because they need to carry this message on their platform. Tell them to cut the clips and carry it on their platform so that the people of Jamaica can know that their backside in a vice. We have problem. Eh? We have problem. You stand there is a problem. And the Prime Minister don't realize it. Let me take a call before you give me any more, Raleigh. Go ahead, caller. Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, evening, Colin. Evening, Raleigh.
Yeah, man. Good evening.
Yeah, man. I have a question here. So the earlier in the month or maybe last month, I hear that the roofs program had budgeted what $10 billion for the roofs program, but it
Yes.
was
Yeah, man.
miscalculated. So what I want to find out is that 10 billion different from this money that the Auditor General mentioned?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
Different
Yeah, man.
money.
Oh. Okay.
You see the
I
10,
thought
the
it-
1 billion, the 1.4 billion that the Auditor General is talking about is what our friends and family send through what them call Support Jamaica website. That's what the website name.
Okay.
That website where the government set up. Let me tell you what it name. The government set up the website donation to donate for people to donate. And people send their money and say help the people of Jamaica. And the government them sit down on it. But we know that they like to use charity funds. We know that. That's what the Integrity Commission told us, that they like to use charity funds.
So earlier in the program, Colin, you had asked a question: why would the government sit on the money and don't do nothing? And I don't know if you guys see it, but since 2020, I realized a pattern that this government thrive in chaos. So they create the chaos and then come in and behave as if they are the savior. So
Bill Strawman and then they lick it
it
down.
seems like yes. We see it with the over Clifton. Go and bulldoze the people house and come back and build one house and do a photo shoot and then behave like say them a build house for the people. So that's how I see it. I go back in the class now, yeah.
Respect my brother and thanks. 1-876-804-7072. It is a shame and disgrace while the people suffer. The government sit on the money that we friends and family and neighbors and well-wishers send for us. The government sit down on it and not spend it. People can't send them picnic at school.
Yeah, man.
People still have got zinc bush. Go look zinc fi tap down back on them house. While the hurricane season is days away.
Yeah.
Days away, rally. God forbid if we ever get an next hurricane.
Yeah,
and it
man.
ever go down a west.
Serious.
Andrew, what you doing? What you doing, Andrew? What
You have to
are
ask favor. You have to ask favor too. You have to ask favor too because them said the Ministry of Finance failed to sign off. You have to ask favor.
You tell me this, and when you tell me things, me believe it. Flavor clueless.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Flavor lost.
This is another good reason why she should be removed immediately. Yeah, man.
You see where the ODPM say? Hold on the caller. Make I put up back what ODPM say. Wanna look on it, read it. ODPM's response to the Auditor General. ODPM indicate that the low utilization was due to delay in receiving approval to spend the funds from the Ministry of Finance. This statement mean, this statement mean that they sent to the Ministry of Finance request. They made the request for permission. That's what this statement mean.
Yeah, man.
So now ask if they make a request. The statement says delays in receiving approval.
Yep.
So that means they are saying that we made the request.
But the Ministry of Finance, Ministry needs to give an explanation. And the Prime Minister needs to give an explanation too because he's the chairman of cabinet. So when I'm going to meet him, supposed to say to the Minister of Finance, yo, what's going on with that? Yep. Give me the emergency and give me the importance to economic recovery. Yep.
Turn off the instrument in the background, my friend. Turn off the instrument in the background. Turn off that instrument. Listen to your phone. Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
All I can say, you said it.
Oh. You know what Jamaican people need to do? Jamaican people need to take a demonstration and go to Parliament.
Yeah, man.
That's my concern.
We need to march. March.
Yes, you know, Jamaican people used to supposed to take a demonstration right in the Parliament, right down to Parliament.
No, up at Jamaica House.
Well, Jamaica House, whatever.
Up at the Prime Minister office.
Yeah, man.
Yes, they need to take a demonstration right down there.
Yeah, man.
All those people down in the West. They get damaged. Supposed to take a demonstration right down there. Down a Parliament. Yeah, they need to do that. Because the government not doing anything for them.
Yeah, man, this is a real dereliction of duty. Yeah, man. Agreed.
Yeah,
and for
the government not doing anything for them.
Yeah.
The government sit up how much $1 billion in Jamaica and not giving people not shelter over their head. Huh?
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm calling from United States and I'm very, very much upset about what's going on in Jamaica among the Jamaican people.
Yeah, man, it bad, brother. It bad.
Yes, man. It's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Terrible. All right.
The people down the west. The people down the west that get damaged. I'm from there on to Trulani. They're supposed to pack up in a bus one day and say, listen, we're going on a Parliament. We're going to Jamaica. We're going down there. Go demonstrate about the condition of the state that they are living in. Yeah, they need to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
And not unless they do that, they won't get a solution. They will not get a solution to their problem.
All right, my brother. Respect and thanks.
Yes, man.
One
yes,
love.
man. Have a nice day. Yeah.
1-876-804-7072. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live with Ralston Iman, the professor, on the line.
Good evening, Mr. Bell, and good evening, Ralston.
Yeah, man. Good evening, sir.
Ralston, you keep saying a dereliction of duty, but that a treason.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah, take it to the higher level. I agree.
Yeah, boy. Tell her.
That's not a dereliction of duty. That's treason.
Yeah, man. I agree.
Also, if you look back and listen carefully to what the RGR report, you know, some of the money, there's some money, you know, that has been left from burial, you know.
Yeah, true.
Listen carefully and see.
Yeah, man. It's
There's
true.
someone that's been left from burial.
Yeah.
So, listen to me now, brother. It's time for we take a stand and get rid of them people. Now, come tell me, say we cannot survive up to 2013 under them, you know.
Yep.
I don't see it
I
neither.
we dead.
Yeah, man. It's true.
Me not see it happen.
It's true, man.
Because, brethren, me
True.
never see nothing so evil. You have the people and your money, you know.
Yeah, man. It's
This
true.
money was, you haven't said this money was earmarked for the
Yeah,
people.
man.
And you have it and hold on panic for 20 odd months. Because remember, I said some money I come out from burial. So burial money, where them not spend, come catch up with Melissa money and them not spend it.
All right, my brother.
These people, yes.
Treason is right. Treason is right.
Yeah, man. Blessing. Yeah, man. You're right, man.
Raleigh, more updates on what happened today? You never sound like
Yeah,
you
well,
finished.
those are the basic things that we saw happening today. The dollar closed at 159.14 to the US one, 115.89 to the Canadian, 214.16 to the pound sterling, and 190.37 to the euro.
I missed the US. What you said to the US?
159.14, which is
so it go up
near an appropriate rate. Yes, yeah.
But will they allow it to go to maybe go back to 160 Raleigh, or you think they're going to try keep it down?
Well, at 159.14, I think 160. Yeah, I hope them keep it at that level. But you can't predict what them order. But I hope that they'll keep it at that level.
How much have they spent since the year start defending the Jamaican dollar?
Over almost from last year, April to April of this year, it was like $1 billion. Yeah, and just in the month of April alone, March to April, it was $454 million. Yeah, look on about 1.6 billion over that period. But,
so they are about to squander the NIR.
At the current rate, if they continue, yeah, that's what we're going to see. So we need some production for exports and import substitution now.
Hello, caller. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live with Ralston Iman. Go ahead.
Blessings to you and blessings to Ralston Iman.
Yes, sir. Blessings.
You know, I wonder where Andrew Holness is from the other day. The reason why him not come up and say anything. So this is the reason, you know, because he might hide from them thing he will come to the surface because he might save the money for use under the Naira to build a new city, cementing thing in Jamaica, you know. And to save him skin from going to prison for all the money they must steal from the country. And at the same time, they must sell out the land them to foreigners. And people who are running from Israel and them places are coming to Jamaica and buy out the property them for 250,000 US and 300,000 US and have them properties they're holding whenever time the war kick off worse down in the Middle East. They have Jamaica as an anchor home. Take it easy, little more.
Okay.
Really, those are serious allegations the man are making.
Yeah, man.
Them they are not joked. You hear the man say people from Israel are buy out the land them at Jamaica. Hey.
Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Looking this evening at the young champion from St. James, Nikisha Burchell.
Yes, sir.
Give me hope, sir. A lot of hope. I feel revived.
Well,
as a PNP, I feel revived. She stand up. If look at Babsy, look and shake her head. Although she big her up, she knows that she arrived. Look at all the government member of parliament them. Right? Although they were having fun, this why they were shaking their head, saying they were speaking facts. This is the type of PNP me grew up on from your 20-year-old. And they play active politics. This is the type of party me want to see. And it was good.
Yes, she
it
was
refreshing.
Good. She was brilliant.
I tried to call you regarding your interview the other day.
Which
and
one?
You shut down Marlon. A 39-face man.
Yeah.
A typical labourite, and sometimes I wonder if that's a training they get at them classes when they go. Do not allow you to talk. Shut him down with facts. They can't handle facts.
Yeah, man.
He rose up as a bus man to labourite. He cannot handle facts. Right? So I feel revived, sir. I feel revived. This is like you. Stand up, man. Stand up with facts.
Yes,
Take off the gloves. If them not treat you with respect, you treat them respect. If they in your face, you go treat them in your face. So this is my type of policy. All right, sir? And big up the maestro. Big up
the
maestro. So I learn so much thing about economics from him. Right, stand good.
Right, sir.
And the program expand faster than where you anticipated.
All right, my
brother.
brother.
I watch you from you started. I know that go before you even come out and say it.
Yes.
People are clinical because people are learn. Because in these times, you can't go in a go song and chat and go chat in a proper politics if you're not, and especially economics.
Yeah, man. If you know what
Well, are you continue the good job, sir. And I hope you decide for the morning program.
Yeah, man. We have decided already that we're going to do it. It's just the logistics we're working out. And to ensure that when we start it, it is going to be consistent.
So keep the good work and keep it going.
All right, my brother. Yeah. We are going to do a morning show. It's just the logistics we're working on. Blessings, my brother. Raleigh, the Prime Minister told the people of Jamaica that they must educate themselves on the economy of Jamaica. And I say to all and sundry that Ralston Iman is the number 1, number 2, and number 3 go-to person. Is your first, second, and third choice if you want to understand the Jamaican economy in simple terms.
Him need to listen and educate himself too, you know. I'm clueless. Yeah. Him need to do the same thing too. Yep.
Raleigh, don't diss the Prime Minister. You said the Prime Minister is clueless as it relates to Jamaica's economy.
Yeah, man. Then look at the steps now. Look where we reached. 2016, 5-4 because the foundation was so great. Where we are now, minus 7.1. Yeah, because of paying down the debt faster than program for, never investing in the country's infrastructure. Up comes Beryl, up comes Melissa, 1.44 trillion in infrastructural damage, $620 billion in economic losses. Mobilize all those monies from private sources, the donations from the multilateral agencies, and up to now, none of the money not spent. That don't demonstrate an understanding of economics.
But Raleigh, people are saying that him couldn't do no better.
I
Because
mean, him couldn't do no
Jamaica has
better.
never been really growing in a great way, so him couldn't do no better. Is that true?
So hold on. So him could, how long will I tell himself to stop pay the debt faster than program for investing in the country's infrastructure? How long will I tell him that?
From the beginning?
How long? That's the point I'm making. So I mean him couldn't do no better. A joke argument, that man.
But
Why
explain
them
to
not?
people, explain to listeners who are just joining the program, because when you used to teach them lessons, the Ralston, we used to have sometimes 600 and 700 and 800 people. We are twice that amount now. So a whole heap of new people there. Tell them why you say that the government was paying the debt faster than programmed for. What that mean? Explain to them.
Well, all of the ratings agencies, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and all of them people, right, say that the government was paying down the debt. We'll bring it down to the 60% debt to GDP ratio faster than the timetable that they gave us to do it. While at the same time, because we're collecting more taxes, and rather than using some of the taxes to build out the country, to build out the roads, to build out the bridges, to build out schools, to invest in people and research and development and technology, to grow the country, we were paying down the debt to our creditors faster than program for. So simple, it's like you have a mortgage with a bank and you pay the bank more than you need to pay the bank, and the house are packed down there also and paint, you don't have enough toilet, you have more children, you know, send the people them to school, yeah, and hurricane come and the whole house smash up and you have to start over. You go back to the bank and you borrow some more money from them, yet you not spend the money and the house in the same condition and the people them now have the hospital for go, them can't go to school and everything. Same way, just as simple as that.
So, and to add to it, listeners and viewers, you have a debt at the bank and the bank say, pay me $50,000 a month, but you are paying $80,000 a month while your picnic then can't go to school and your wife now have no food for cook. That's what it is. So we're not saying that the government shouldn't be paying the loan, but your payment was like $50,000 a month.
Don't pay it faster than you need to pay.
Nigel Clark was paying like $80,000.
Precisely.
Instead of using that $30,000 to develop Jamaica's housing stock. So why so much house get mashed up down at Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, St. James? It's because of Andrew Holness' fault. Because he never had a build no house for the people them.
And why so much place flooded out? Because they never clean the drain, them never build a new drain, they never fix the road. You have 4 times more car on the road now than a couple years ago. But the road them not fix. Them kind of thing.
And they had the money could have do it.
Yep. Them not train the river them.
See them like how they get the money for help the people them and sit down on it. They had money could have developed the country's infrastructure, but what they choose to do was to pay them bank friends. Pay more money to them bank friends than spend it on the people of Jamaica.
Correct.
And tell your labor right friend them and the labor right bloggers them. Don't sit down on a program and tell lie. Come over here, come challenge us. We welcome the challenge any day, any time.
And then now, we'll get the background to that. One of the excuse that them use why them couldn't spend on capital is the same procurement thing. So that is why them come with Nara now. Yeah, because Clark used to tell us, boy, we can't spend the money because of procurement. Yeah. So that is the thing where them use now as an escape for Nara now, so that them can bypass all of the steps that are involved. Yeah. So that's the background to Nara.
Raleigh, you see this procurement argument is one out of 2 things. Is either lie or pure incompetence.
Yeah, man, we know that.
You are in government for 10 years. You come to consider procurement system.
Yep.
And if you have it for 10 years and you can't manipulate it or you can't get it right in that time, it means you are incompetent.
Yeah, man.
Or
Yeah, man.
you're telling lies.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Let me take the call. Caller, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Colin. Can you hear me clearly?
Clearly, go ahead.
Based on the track record and the culture of the Jamaica JLP-led party, where you have the 19th century thief Jack Simmet, you have Weekly, who is a dodgy person when it comes to money. You have Royal Reid is also dodgy when it comes to money. And you have also Grace McNeil. My question is, I've seen
Grace McLean.
McLean, yeah. I've seen where they are paying over 400,000 US to Bobsy Grange to help with the people who is in need through the hurricane. Or can we do another this and that the money is being spent because they are very dodgy people.
They're paying 400,000 to Bobsy Grange?
Yeah.
But that mean?
And the 4,000.
What's that, Raleigh?
Yes, sorry?
Raleigh, you know about that 400,000 to Bobsy Grange?
No, make the caller clarify what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, tell us what you mean by that.
She was given $400,000 to help with the relief in Jamaica.
By who? Who give her that?
I think it's some people in Florida, and I check 400,000.
400,000 US?
Yeah.
Was that sent through the Jamaica portal?
I know they never check, man. They never check. It was all on camera.
I have to check that.
Yeah, man. Check it.
And people like those they are very dodgy. So how can we check and say that money is spent?
We have to check it because it may be a check handed to her, but it might have gone through the portal that was set up.
Yeah, so maybe it's the same money that the Auditor General talk about were unspent.
Maybe it's a part of that money, yeah.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we need to keep an eye on it because those people they have a culture of stealing money. The JLP, you know what I mean? Jack Simmet did it, and Jack Simmet was being honored by the Prime Minister Bush Golding for his stealing.
All right, my brother. Respect. Respect and thanks. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, become a Portland Spice ambassador. That means you share the channel with all the people in your contact. Every time we are on, you let them know that the show is on. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, good evening, Colin. Good evening, Mr. Hyman.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
I want to take you back to the budget debate when Julian spoke in regards to the Prime Minister in terms of the red tape that is taking place in his office. Remember that?
That the bottleneck in his office, yes.
Yeah,
yes, okay. And I'm going to take it back to when the Prime Minister changed ADPEM to OPM. Remember that speech?
I like the highway you build, brother. I like you build the highway. Yes.
I just want to take you back to it.
Yes.
And this is what this thing from the Auditor General. I'm not going to put it at the Ministry of Finance.
Hold on. I want add a mile to the road where you just build. Because Raleigh, you told us that the Prime Minister is really the Minister of Finance.
Of Finance, of course.
So when ADPEM say delays, when ADPEM said this, delays in approval, it might just have been the Prime Minister, caller. That same bottleneck
Yeah, man. That's the biggest bottleneck in the country. The Prime Minister must be held responsible because he overshadowed the Minister of Finance every time.
Yes, Carla, we're listening. Continue.
Yeah, man. No, but this is where all of this take me to. And
Yeah,
this is
man.
what I want to contribute to this program so that people can really understand what is taking place in the country.
Yes, sir. Who more people eyes?
Yeah. All right, then.
One love. We have another caller. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. You're live on Portland Spice TV. Ralston Iman is the teacher, the professor.
Good evening, Colin.
Go ahead.
The greatest of the greatest, Ralston Iman.
Yeah, man. The
Good
greatest
evening.
of
How
all
you
time.
doing?
Colin.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Referring to the caller that called before, was talking about the money that was given to, I think, them from Florida. Yeah, Babsy. They collected the money. I think she went there with Daryl Vaz and I think it was three of them. I don't remember who. The concert and they had it.
Okay, the concert. Yeah.
The one at Hard Rock
Yeah.
Cafe.
Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You haven't heard anything about that money?
But I am of the opinion that that money goes to that same account that the Auditor
Yeah, man.
General is talking about.
Yeah, man.
That is my opinion.
I
I'm
don't
not
believe
saying
so.
I'm not saying it's a fact, but I am of that
That's where it
opinion.
went, man. Yeah, man.
And Ralston is saying that's where it went.
That's where it went.
So that money is a part of the $1.4 billion that them have sit down upon same way.
Well, hopefully that's where it went and not in their pocket. Because it's a regular thing for
the Auditor General
donation money to go in the pockets.
The Auditor General said up until February, it is still there.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And the producer says, she's asking everybody on the channel to like the video, like it up, touch the thumbs up button. It now costs $1 to touch it. Just touch the thumbs up, interact with the program.
You know what I'm thinking about the Prime Minister. The houses that's supposed to be built are given to people. As the gentleman said, nothing going to happen, Because Andrew is saying to himself, him don't care a rat ass about anybody else. Once where him live up in the hills is well structured and strong. So if the hurricane come, the roof might not blow off or the earthquake might not shake it. So if who want swim, if them can't swim when the rain come, then drown. Or who want to go and hole and go in night and come out themselves like rat, them have to go do that. Him not going to fix no house or build no house in a body. All of that money are going to take time till it just dwindle down and you don't hear anything more about it. You understand? And the people still going to suffer and they're still going to get up and go and vote. 1 p.m., set a stupid, dumb... You know what? I don't want to use the word on your program. You enjoy, and I'm listening. I'm going back to class and listening. One more thing.
Yes.
You were listening to Nikisha Bertrell today in Parliament with with those jabs that he was throwing, and you realize Nesta Morgan ready to get up and to defend which entity she's talking about, that government tax write-off and stuff like that.
She could have tell them, because when she could have tell them because when you talk in Parliament, they can't sue you,
Exactly, because it's true. We all know that is nationwide get the 1.4 billion.
Parliamentary cover, so them can't do nothing at all.
Exactly. So when Nesta Morgan get up and come talking bull crap, like him want to defend something, one of them is a set of gangsters and organized crime and criminals.
They are a part of the scheme.
You understand?
Yes.
They have no love or respect for nobody at Jamaica, none except themselves. But look here, the good Lord sit high and he looks low, and he had a day of judgment for all of them.
Yes,
so they just wait the time when it comes.
Yeah,
so you have yourself a good evening.
And no sin goes unpunished. Thanks, Carla.
Yeah, man.
I tell you something. My listeners and viewers, Megawatt Volt, they have sent me the information on the Hard Rock Cafe. 60 million Jamaican dollars, 400 million US dollars. Yeah, man. So
400 million US.
4 million US.
Oh, 4 million, not 400 million.
Hold on. Let me just
that couldn't be right.
No, let me just look back at the article.
Yeah, man. Can't be 400 million.
No, I say it wrong. So it's 400,000 US.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
65 million Jamaican dollars.
Yeah, man.
400,000 US dollars in pledge and donation was raised through these efforts. That's the fundraising at the Hard Rock Cafe. We have Conrad O'Brien on the line. Obi, good evening. Welcome.
Hi, Colin. Hi, Raleigh Wagwan.
Blessings, Obi. Yeah, man.
Yours. Blessed love. Listen, I'll weigh in quickly. Our UK caller there that talked about the situation with the JLP. He called me today and he raised the point. And I tell you, he made a brilliant point. He talked about a twin culture and tradition. Culture and tradition, yes, I think that's the two things he used. And the point he was making, and Colin, this is what happened, when you develop a particular culture and a tradition,
yes,
you automatically become a suspect.
Yes.
And that is why we can't leave Nara. We cannot allow Nara to go anywhere. We have to stay with it, and that's why we continue to make the call to the opposition and say, listen, you have to educate the people, and you will have to basically take it further so the people understand what we are up against. So I made the point, Colin. The caller talked about Doug Smith, but let's not forget that is 4 sitting minister of government under the JLP that went to prison. People like Puss Lewis, Brown, who was an MP in St. Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Jab, who is the latest, and the other two don't come to my mind readily. So that is the dubious distinction that the JLP has. And, what they're doing now is not basically crowning them in a blaze of glory. That suspicion is still there, especially against the background that the Prime Minister himself cannot be certified. And there were also 10 of his member of parliament who went to the election under that same cloud of illicit enrichment. We don't know how many of them returned, Colin. So this is the lay of the land. And as I said before, that is why it is so important for us to stick and stay on this Nara matter. Raleigh?
Yeah, man, agreed. Agreed, 100%. Yeah, man.
We can't let up, Obi. Can't let up.
No.
Thanks for the intervention.
Agreed, yeah, man.
Respect, Joe. Not staying with you, just making that intervention.
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Bless up.
Yeah, man, agreed, man. 100%.
Raleigh, the government is not interested in restarting the Jamaican economy. Am I fair in saying that?
Yeah, because if they have all of those monies and not spending them, then they are not interested. Because it's not that you don't have the money. You have the money that you got in donations, and you have the money that you borrowed. Yet we are not seeing any effort to restart. What we are seeing is more taxation, which is a contractionary measure. Yeah.
Raleigh, I want to show Jamaican people the wickedness of this government and the lies that they tell when they talk about procurement. When was it announced that 110 school buses would be bought by the government?
Sometime in about June, July of last year.
And when did we start getting the buses?
Before the elections in September.
So what happened to the procurement, the red tapes, and the hassle in buying those buses?
Them just run past that.
There were no red tapes.
What the matter is
no hassle.
Precisely, it's a matter of selectivity.
So how could they find $1.4 billion to buy a $100 bus? $110 bus. But while the people, the Jamaican people, were suffering, they on the bone of them box parts, sit down, can't find nothing to eat, can't find tarpaulin to cover them houses. People were calling me and say, Colin, when you're coming back down to West, nobody carry no food, carry tarpaulin, tarpaulin. When I went up to El Piazar, They never have one tarpaulin because Andre Stevens and with the brother name, the promoter brother, them buy out all of the tarpaulin at Kiaga Westmoreland. And the government sit down upon the money. The Minister of Finance or the de facto
Minister of Finance. You have to include
did
both of
not
them.
sign off for the people and get the
Yeah,
money.
man. Yeah, man.
What can go so?
Can't go so, man. Terrible. Terrible. As the caller said, it's tantamount to treason. Yeah, man.
That is it.
Yep.
We have another call. Good evening, caller. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Colin, brother Colin. Good evening, Uncle Ralston.
Good evening.
Well, baby still, I don't think your baby start to cry yet, but you know, look too good, you know, me tell you, but we wait again, me gonna touch him, me now go for all night.
No, but we need to talk about that, you know, that is something that I wanted to talk to Raleigh about. But when you really look on what is happening down at the western side of Jamaica, we spoke to Dwayne Vaz Monday evening, and the man told us people are down there suffering and can't get no help, and we'll find out this. But Raleigh, talk to us a little bit more about that meeting with Xi Jinping and Donald Trump and the U.S. crew that is down there.
Well, what I say is that Donald carried him a number of businessmen because when them say want to set up a board of trade with China so that them can iron out all of the trade disputes and them things, so you have this constant interruption and tariff, because the Donald have to get a victory so he can go back and tell the American people. So that's one. Additionally, him say he might have a long discussion with President Xi about Iran because he want President Xi to use him influence to get the Iranians them to remove the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz. But before, when him said that, the Iranians responded and said that they want the world to remember that Iran is a sovereign nation. So while they have good relations with China, Iran makes them own decisions. So what Iran I tell the world say in street talk is that although when President Xi brethren him can't tell what to do. You with me?
Yeah, and him not think President Xi will turn them back on him either.
No, them can't do that. No, man. They're tied at the hips, you know. President Xi, President Putin, Kim Jong-un, and the Iranians, they're tied at the hips. Yep. So Donald now gonna get reached now with them with that. What China more interested in is the trade deals, and him want US businessmen like Jensen Wang and all the man from Nvidia to get more business in China. Yeah, they want China to buy more airplanes from them. They want China to buy more agricultural items from them to bail out the US farming communities. So Chinese are more interested in trade. Them now got to go in at the Iran thing. Yep, with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what about the tariff that Trump was flinging on to China?
Well, those are some things that might work out with the Board of Trade. Yeah, that's the point. So there's some compromise with him, some compromise with tariff. That is why I carry corporate America with him, because he want the Chinese them to give them some leverage to do business with China. So naturally, he would have to give President Xi some leverage too. You follow me? Yep. So he needed more than President Xi because.
What left?
Go ahead,
Uncle Ralston, what left down there? Carney, get everything already. Canada, we go down there first. We were first in line. We get everything
and China.
already. And what left down there? A crumbs.
What role is India playing in all of this, Raleigh?
Well, again, India is more aligned with the Chinese, Iranian, because India buy them oil from Russia and them today. So they're more in the BRICS League. They're more the main people in the BRICS League. Yeah, so they more will be on the side of the Chinese and the Iranians and the Russians.
Who is on the side of the Americans?
Well, very few people, because the man them in Europe now. Nobody, the man them that Europe, they're on them side neither. Because them going to the war without consulting the man them and cause well for economic problems to the man them. So nobody know with him. They're on the money, man. Even MAGA people them such as Tucker Carlson, Martin Taylor Greene, Joe Rogan, none of them people know with him. Basically, they're on the moon. That is why man has so much pressure.
Hold on, the Raleigh. The United States was the cause of the Great Recession back in 2007.
Yeah.
Because of the war down at Iraq.
Precisely.
Mash up the world. This war Is that the equivalent? Is this
And
the
that's why we're
equivalent of
saying
that war?
the numbers that we're seeing in terms of inflation, the numbers that we're seeing in terms of bond yields are similar to the numbers that we saw in 2007. That is why everybody is running scared. And that is why he's seeking an off-ramp and trying to get President Xi to assist him. Because that's where we're headed if this thing continues.
So, Raleigh.
Uncle Ralston, you think he's going to assist him?
Well, as the Iranians say, President Xi can't tell him what to do. So what President Xi is going to be more concerned about is about trade and the tariffs with America. He's not going to intervene very much in relation to the Iranians because he knows, as the man him say, him can't tell him what to do. Yep. And him just gonna play diplomacy and have the Donald away. Yep. Now gonna get himself involved in that.
Yes. I agree with you, Uncle Ralston.
Yeah, man.
Now back to Jamaica now. Uncle Ralston, I'm looking at something. I don't know if you take it in mind. 38% of Jamaicans voted in the September 3rd election. And the September 3rd election is split, the 38% is split between PNP and the JLP. 62% of Jamaicans did not vote. Now, I am looking at it on this angle. If 62% did not vote, 62% is neither with the PNP nor the JLP, is it?
Yeah, man, correct.
So if 62% of our citizens is not involved, why Mr. Onis think the 38% between him and PNP is giving him full force, absolute power 100%?
Because 62%.
Because
the 62% allowed him to do that. They remained silent and allowed him to do that. And that is why we are saying that the persons who got the 16 or 17%, they must now mobilize the people, get them to understand what this thing means for them, and to push back on the government. But as long as the people remain silent, the shareholders of Jamaica, they remain silent. So the CEO pretty much does what he wants to do.
Or the 62% don't care?
Well, them not care. If them they care, them would do what them do.
Them will start caring now, though.
Yep.
I bet you they start caring.
Yes.
The cost of living.
No, that if I go put on with little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
man.
it can't full up everybody belly, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Correct.
Well, Andrew did say on stage, say him belly full.
You know, but this is the other thing now, Uncle Ralston. Now that we have this dilemma in front of us, and this man who is, I think he's dumb, deaf, blind to everything else. He have a one-track mind. He you know, when you put on the blinders and the mule, and he only lead way more figure because this prime minister coming like he have on those blinders on, and he just have this one-track mind. There is a way to deal with him, you know. We need outside to come down, outside media to come expose it, you know, because one thing with that man, if you recall, one thing me remember I said, they not for sure what they get, they not for expose what them get, they not for go on camera with what they get.
Give the people them. Yes, we remember.
Yes, he does not like the showing the negative on him. He likes to look good. You know, like them. You remember that story that the crow and the cheese, and he preen because you know how he did have to Lego the cheese is when the fox flatter him, and then when he open his beak, crow. Aesop fables, when he open his mouth to crow, the cheese drop out, if you recall. Nothing could get him to let it go. But the outside media needs to come into Jamaica and expose Andrew Onis.
All right, caller. Thank you. That is a suggestion. Raleigh, in the 2007-2008 meltdown, global meltdown, we had a GLP government in place.
Yeah, man.
At that time, Audley Shaw Ed Bartlett, they told us that the meltdown would benefit Jamaica. This time they have not, the GLP is in power again, and they have not said a word. In fact, the only thing we heard is panic from Darrell Vaz, major panic, even telling us that they might have to lock us down like COVID. What should we expect this time around, Raleigh?
Well, we are seeing the same playbook. What we are expecting is that the Prime Minister would come to the country and state the measures that he's going to take in order to cushion the impact on the people. And it's not a matter that they don't have the resources. Just as you said, the Auditor General says 28 million out of 1.4 billion. Yeah, so that leaves a whole lot of money. Then there's a 3.2 billion that we have mobilized from multilateral sources. So it's not a shortage of money. It's a shortage of ideas. Yeah, so as we are saying, the war is now in its 11th week and the Prime Minister has not spoken to the nation. Now, for those who are dumb or just apologists for the JLP, if you look across and you see what is happening in the UK as we speak, the people are saying that Prime Minister Keir Starmer has not done enough to cushion the effect of these things on the people of the UK. And 90 MPs are calling for his resignation. A lot of his ministers are resigning, and there are peaceful protests across London. So for those who want to narrow down the thing and make it look like just a Jamaican political thing, right across the globe, where leaders are not performing in a way that is conducive to an improvement in the life of the majority of the people, they're under significant pressure from their opponents, and the people are mobilizing and are on the streets and saying that we can't take this anymore. Jamaica is the only exception in that regard.
But how could we blame Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his team for what is happening now, Raleigh?
Oh, come on. Again, let us go back again. If you are the Prime Minister of our country, when you take over, you accept everything that is happening locally and internationally. If you don't have a response to those things, then you don't need to be there. Because that is why the people put you there. Yeah, if you can't respond to the changes, because we live in a dynamic environment. So if you can't respond to the changes, you're not supposed to be there. Simple. And we are saying
the changes that are happening now, we are not seeing the response.
Precisely, no. And we are saying that they weakened the economy before. So they are even culpable for what is happening even before this. They weakened the economy by not investing in the country's infrastructure and those things, and caused Melissa to damage the economy. And even after Melissa damaged the economy and they mobilized all that donations and loans from international sources, 7 months after, they haven't spent any of that money. So who are you going to blame?
So listeners and viewers, if you are wondering, yes, we are blaming Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the GLP administration for the devastation that Melissa caused. Yes, we are blaming him. Yes, we are blaming him for the hike in gas price that is in Jamaica right now. Yes, we are putting the blame squarely in the lap of Andrew Holness. And if you want more information, keep watching this channel, Portland Spice TV. Don't be afraid to call we and ask we. We will tell you exactly where the blame come from. We will tell you the failures of this government. We will tell you why so much house mash up down our west and all about in Jamaica. Even though it was a category 5, had we built stronger houses, we would have had less damage in the hurricane. So we now ease up. We are telling us straight, Andrew Holness is to be blamed for the high prices that we are paying at the pump right now. And if it was for me alone, he would have left the work because he made a bad decision. Ralston Christopherson is handing out money, saying going to spend $1 billion, share it up for MP. Was that a part of the budget?
Well, I don't know. I never saw that. Never saw that as part of the budget. I don't understand. I mean, Tufton and money no sound good.
No.
Tufton and money no sound good. Yep.
He also said that Cornwall Regional will be open this year.
Yeah, well, I've heard that several times, so we'll wait with bated breath to hear if that, to see if that is going to happen.
Because
26 billion.
Them open already, and it was the administrative office that them open.
Precisely, after a big PR exercise, yeah. But back to the point we are about blaming the government. You think Pandoy, Frank James, yeah, Lee Chin, yeah, all those CEOs of all those listed companies, you think them can just get up and tell them shareholders and say, boy, we can't do about what one? Them not lose them work immediately.
No, but what would happen to them if there was something in place to mitigate certain circumstances down the road, and they move that and that circumstances come? What would have happened to them, Raleigh?
They would have gone. That's the point I'm making to you.
And the example I'm making, listeners and viewers, in 2014, 15, Dr. Peter Phillips implemented a hedge fund, taking $7.50 per liter from Jamaicans. Anytime you go buy gas, $7.50 per liter goes towards paying an insurance to insure
against future price increases.
That like what is happening now. Andrew Holness and Faval Williams and Nigel Clark say we don't need that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Know that we need it. What are they telling us? Absolutely nothing. Well, God is so good for myself and Ralston Iman that we started the call and said the cap of 450 must not be removed, because Darrell Vaz came out and told us that they are going to remove that cap. Ralston invited me on his program on RGR, and I made the call. Ralston substantiated the call by showing the nation how the government was making more money and that the cap could remain. That is how uno gas price no gone more than $4.50 a week. We continue on this program. I asked Ralston, every day Ralston come on, I said to Ralston, can the Jamaican people afford $4.50 every week? Ralston said no. Pressure go bust pipe.
Yeah, man.
And they listened, and today, what you say happened to the rally?
Them cut everything by 25 cents.
25. That is not cutting, because when it go
no,
up,
no,
450.
But that kind of token, at least it's not an increase of 450.
They hold it. Because right here on Portland Spice TV and Ralston and Real Business and Conrad O'Brien and Straight Up over Sleek Radio constantly been talking about it, and we are inviting other people, other like-minded people. We're inviting Andre Stevens, we're inviting Perry Cummins, we're inviting Wilfred Rattigan, we're inviting Wayne Lonesome, we're inviting what my brother name Make We Talk TV, to ensure that we keep these calls and make sure that we educate the people on this Naira bill rally.
Yeah, man. And we still calling upon the Prime Minister to make a comprehensive address about the state of the economy and what the government intends to do to cushion the impact of the war on the Jamaican economy in relation to food security, energy security, accelerating inflation, because the data is all there to show that these things are happening. If you can have a response to that, then you don't need to be running the country.
And I say to the Prime Minister, mystic sensation as well. I want to say this to the Prime Minister. Dr. Phillips, Peter Phillips did it. He invited Ralston Iman on the team. I am saying to you, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, pick up your phone and call Ralston. Or send one of your general. Go wish part Ralston there, you know him there daytime. Send one of your general, because you might know one Ralston say you call him. Send one of your general. Call your general phone and make your general give Raleigh the phone. So Raleigh can tell you some of the things that you need to come and say. Ralston Iman is a Jamaican. He's a patriotic Jamaican. Call him up. Don't be ashamed. Pride always go before a fall.
Yeah, man.
Don't be too proud, Prime Minister. You're not the reservoir of all information. Call Ralston Iman. There's nobody else in Jamaica who understands the Jamaican economy as Ralston Iman.
The global economy. The global economy. Not just the Jamaican economy.
Jamaica that understand the global economy as much as Ralston Iman. So it's not a shame to call the man. You do understand it like him. Flavor do understand it like him. Nigel do understand it like him. Call the man Prime Minister. Jamaica needs help. You need help. Me know say you must have a little good intention in you. Although I'm worried about it. No, I'm worried, Ralston, because if you have money and people on our west are suffer,
man.
And you love come out and beat up your chest. Me worried about it.
Terrible. Yep. Terrible. Yep.
Let me take the final call for the evening. John Crow Wagwan.
Wagwan, Colin.
We're there, brother.
But Mr. Ben, listen to this.
Yeah.
If Margot is stretch out in hand to Andrew on this and say it will be wise for the Prime Minister to include the opposition in the rebuilding of Jamaica. You see, the man come out with a Naira bill where plans to rob up all of the money for himself. Why Andrew would invite Ralston Iman from the team?
Because
when the man run from accountability.
Because him need help. Raleigh not fi depend on team, you know. But Carl Raleigh get some information.
The man want the money to set. The man need the information. Come on, man. The man need all of that, man. You just say, the man want to rob up all that money.
Jean Crow, me I look on the good side.
The man need no sort of accountability. The man no want at all. The man put in at the bill say if there's a whistleblower, if there's a whistleblower,
hold on.
The whistleblower are prison.
John Crow, when I say Raleigh, I go hold him accountable. Raleigh is going to explain the global situation to him right now. Raleigh is going to explain. Hold on, John Crow, hold on. Raleigh is going to explain the dilemma that Jamaica is in. Raleigh is going to explain some of the things that he need to do to basically make certain the country not crash. Yeah? Raleigh now go stop him from take what he want to take. But Raleigh is going to give him some information that the Jamaican people are not dead for hungry. That's what we are talking about.
Guy, you know, study this Prime Minister, know this Prime Minister, the man don't care about none of that. The man don't answer to nobody, none at all. You see that? The man not responsible accountability. The man not responsible none at all but himself. You know, realize the type of person who we are dealing with now. The man not care about accountability and none at all. The man not responsible for that. I pay those people the man want around him. But because the part of time said. So this is Prime Minister only like to pay notes.
Yep.
Well,
we have to understand the type of person we are dealing with. This man is not a normal person, man.
We can't beat the argument.
This man is a monster. It's a monster we are dealing with.
Yeah, man.
No, man. It's a monster we are dealing with, man. We are talking about accountability. We spark accountability I go. You find when the country they in a shambles, the man come and just the man no answer to nobody none at all but himself. The very liars them go preach to the man and tell him, say the Supreme Court tell him, say, yo, you breach the Constitution. Him liars them advise him, say, yo, you breach the Constitution. Now what do? He take it up on himself and say, I'm going to appeal it. This man is the man, this nobody at all hold this man accountable. Him not answer to nobody at all. That is the type of person we are dealing with. This man is a monster. And we must expose this monster to who he is. Stop playing with Andrew-ness. You can't play that man like this. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. Accountable and nobody man responsible that him doing one thing in there, his own work, him run his own show, him alone can run. It's a favor can't even talk to the man. Who in a parliament can't talk to the man? Nobody can talk to him. Not even wife can't talk to him. Get up and talk when he feel like
1 p.m.
PMP did that try. PMP did that try to run to do one thing there. One thing there. Convention across road. And what Andrew always do. The CMD or PMP won for all, the man went across road and said, I am the Prime Minister. Even when the police them tell him say, yo, you can't do it. Because it's too late for the permit. The PMP already have the permit. When the man said, me and the Prime Minister, I'm free to do what I want to do. The man not answer to no court, he not answer to no constitution, he answer to himself. And at times we will deal with Andrew Honest like the person who is. This man is not, the man is not a leader, this man is a dictator. Stop saying that he is trying to be a dictator. He is already a dictator. And we must handle him and deal with him as such. The man is a, listen man, deal with the man according to who he is. All right, my boss.
Blessings, brother.
Blessings, Carl. Yeah.
That's the final call, Raleigh.
Yeah, man.
Talk to the people of Jamaica, brother. Talk to the people.
As I said, although it seems so far away, we have to pay attention to what is being discussed by President Trump and the Chinese king. Because right now, the world is on the brink of another great recession if the war continues. All the numbers that we saw today are numbers that we saw in 2007. And remember what happened to Jamaica in 2007? We never responded appropriately, and we are still paying the price for that now. If we don't respond to this thing appropriately, then our children and grandchildren will pay the price for what is happening right now.
And
so
hold on, Raleigh. Hold on, because we like talk about our children and grandchildren. But remember this, we will pay for it when we hold.
Yeah, of course. All right.
It is going to cost us when we can't work like how we are working now. So all who sit down and I say, well, my grandpa them that are for them business, your backside going a vice when you get old.
Because you know, right now as we speak, even before the thing get worse, less than 20% of everybody who are work, the 1.389 million people who are work, are in any approved pension scheme. So
that
when
even make it worse.
All right, you get the point, yeah, man.
That make it worse.
You get the point.
So you're saying that 80% of Jamaican workers don't have no proper pension.
Precisely.
Hallelujah, tala.
And with inflation accelerating and a little pension money, it can't pay a water bill.
So Raleigh,
we have to get our act together.
And that 20% where you say in a proper pension scheme include teachers, nurses, police, doctors.
Precisely.
Government workers.
Yep. The majority of our private sector workers are in no approved retirement scheme.
I am going to stop talk about our children and our grandchildren. We going to have to pay for it until God calls us home.
Precisely. Because if them not have no proper work based on the fallout in the economy, so you have less working people to take care of more elderly people. So you know, say I go feel it. So we need to pay attention to what is going on in Jamaica and ensure that the government becomes accountable and grow the economy. Yep.
And stop robbing from poor people.
Precisely. Yep. Stop talking about no better than drink beer, rum and boom and smoke weed and go to party and pay attention to the important things in the country. Because if you don't, you are going to regret it. Trust me.
That's your final word, Raleigh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If you don't, you are going to regret it. Yeah.
We'll talk, my brethren.
All right,
and
blessings.
For those who are asking, we have made the decision that we are going to be doing the morning show. We are working out the logistics, and as soon as we finalize that, we'll tell you when it will start. So it's not if it's going to start, it's when it's going to start. And Ralston Iman will be a major part of it, as he's a major part of this channel. Yeah? So look out for it. We're working on the logistics. Ralston will talk. Blessings, my brother.
Blessings.
And as I also told you that I am doing my best to get somebody on this program to come and tell you about this Naira bill. I want to dedicate an entire show, if not an entire show, but most of a show, because it will take some time for that person to go clause by clause and explain the Naira bill. So we're working on that. I have already made contact. The person is just checking their schedule to let us know if they are available to come and deal with the Naira bill, because people needs to know what is in that bill and how it will affect you. This has been the Colin Bell Show for yet another Wednesday evening. We call it Big Show Wednesday. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again Saturday morning for the Colin Bell Show. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Become a Portland Spice ambassador. Tell everybody you know about this channel here. Tell them to come get information, come get financial education right here on Portland Spice TV. One love, my people. Peace be with you. Louis Gangali Culture, take us out.
Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV, Louis Culture say it once and we say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it.